You want to be important? Be impactful. Okay, show up for people. Show up for yourself. That's how you be important. Being busy is not how you be important. Okay, we got to stop glorifying that in our culture, but look, that's going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of conversations that are going to suck. But we start with one person, ourselves. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the No Half Cakes podcast. It is a Monday morning, and we are right back to it. Mindset Monday is what I give you every Monday morning, and that's what today is. That's where I'm going to give you a positive perspective to carry throughout the week. Now, other formats of the show, if you're new here, Saturday I do something called a strategy sprinkle, and if you have not watched Saturday's episode, I'm going to highly encourage you to do that before this one, because it's going to be really relevant. Those strategy sprinkles are going to be a really short, simple, practical, tactical tip to help you level up in your personal and professional life. And then Wednesdays is the long format version of this show. I'll sit down with someone I've done some life with. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and we're going to have that real raw conversation for you to sit and follow along with. And there's a lot of nuggets in those conversations, a lot of real raw moments. I highly recommend you check those out too. But again, for the purpose of today's episode, we're talking Mindset Monday. We're going to give you something to help you win this week ahead. For today, that's going to be how to plan your day in 10 minutes. Now, again, if you have not watched the episode that I just put out on Saturday, which was about the Eisenhower Box, or the Eisenhower Matrix, I'm going to ask that you go watch that one first, and then come back for this, because that one gives you a lot of the really important information on how to look at and filter your tasks based on what's urgent and what's important. Right? We've talked about a lot of us are getting our time sucked away by things that are not urgent, not important. Okay, or things that are urgent, but not important. Okay, and those are things that are popping up like your text messages, your emails, your Slack messages, things that are coming from other people that they're asking you to do other things. Sure, that's great, but they're not as important as the things that are going to move the needle forward for you. Okay, and the concept that I want to give you today, that I really want you to focus on for this week, is stop using busyness as a badge of honor. Let that one sink in for a second. I'm going to repeat it for you because I really want you to understand this and hear this. You have to stop using busyness as a badge of honor. Because I see so many people who are walking around so busy. They've got so much going on. They're the busiest people in the world. No one else could possibly be as busy as you are. You have more obligations, more things going on, more plates in the air, more kids, more responsibilities, more jobs, more employees, more text messages, more emails, more important things to do than literally everybody else. You don't. Okay, let's just break that down for you right now. You don't. I'm saying that to you as a person who used to wear busyness as a badge of honor and think that it was awesome to be so busy all the time. But being busy precludes you from just enjoying life. It removes you from the ability to be there and be present in the moment. It's going to wind up bringing you to a spot where you come home to have a cake because you missed out on stuff because you were just too busy doing things that didn't matter. I don't want that for you. Okay, the entire purpose of this show is to help people like my past self avoid falling into that pitfall. Because I don't want any of you to have a moment like that in your life. I don't wish it on my enemy. I don't want you to have to sit there and be like, damn, I missed out on my kids growing up. Or I missed out on this moment, this once in a lifetime opportunity. Or, oh crap, weeks and months and years went by and I don't even recognize myself anymore. That sucks, and I don't want that for you. But what happens a lot of the time is we get stuck wearing busy as a badge of honor. When people ask how everything is going, oh man, it's great. We got this and that and this and that and this and that. Everybody's busy. Okay, it doesn't matter. Your kids got soccer practice. You got this thing going on for work. We all got stuff going on. Okay, all of us do. I hear a lot of the time, oh, I just don't have the time. I don't have the time. You do, but we all get the same 24 hours. But we don't prioritize them right. We got to be blunt about it. This week, what I want you to do is I want you to just be blunt with yourself. I don't care if you are blunt to anybody else, but you have got to accept it to yourself. that this is the last day, the last moment, the last hour that you're listening to this podcast right now, that you're going to allow yourself to use busyness as a badge of honor. Where you're going to stop letting other people's priorities dictate your life. We're going to stop using the excuse of, I don't have the time. You do have the time. You're just not prioritizing it correctly. We all get the same 24 hours. Okay, there is no magic pill. There is no time machine that the mega successful people have where they can slow down time. Okay, we all operate on the same 24-hour clock. The difference is they understand how to steward their time better. They stop doing things that are not important, not urgent. Okay, they really understand how to do the things that are important and urgent first, even if they're uncomfortable, even if they suck. Because they understand that they're going to move the needle forward in their life. They understand that being busy doesn't make them productive. It's a really big difference between being busy and being productive. Okay, when you're thinking that hustle and grind mentality that all of us glorify in the internet because it's awesome to be hustling and grinding 24 hours a day, it's not great. Okay, grinding is a very destructive process. I don't know if you've ever realized that. When I hear people talking about, oh, I'm on the grind, I'm on the grind. Cool, what happens when you grind something down all the way? It disappears. That's what happens to your life. Okay, you gotta stop hustling, grinding, and being busy your way to your success. It's not gonna happen. The way you're gonna get there is you're gonna stop just being lackadaisical with your time and start taking it seriously. Understanding that this might be your last freaking day on earth. And that's uncomfortable to say, right? Because you've got 40 years or however old you are, history of waking up in the morning. So for all these days, you've woken up tomorrow. So you think that it's just going to keep happening for the next 15, 20, 40, 60, 80 years. You don't know how long that's going to be. Okay, so stop filling your day with crap. Stop letting time just waste by scrolling through TikTok and Instagram or being so busy that you don't have time for the things that matter. That you don't take your relationship seriously. You don't take your family seriously, your health seriously, your finances seriously. Because there'll be more time. Man, let today be the day that you take it freaking seriously. That you stop wasting time that you don't even know you have. That's it. You got to give meaning to the moment. Okay, right now. Look at your clock, say, man, it's Monday morning at 9:07 or whatever time you're listening to this right now. Make that the moment that you said, it's enough. I'm going to stop being busy. I'm going to start being productive. I'm going to stop taking time for granted. I'm going to start prioritizing my time based on the things that are actually important. I'm going to start being there for myself, for my family, okay, for the things that matter. Not just filling your time with stuff to feel important because you were busy. You want to be important? Be impactful. Okay, show up for people. Show up for yourself. That's how you be important. Being busy is not how you be important. Okay, we got to stop glorifying that in our culture, but look, that's going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of conversations that are going to suck. But we start with one person, ourselves. You got to start with you. You got to start looking at where you're spending your time. And I say that on purpose. You're spending your time. You're not investing your time. There's a big difference there. The people who are successful, the people who are getting more stuff done, are investing their time in things that are going to come back to them. When you're being busy, when you're just doing stuff, you're just spending that away. And you don't get that time back. And again, as a reminder, you may not get tomorrow. So if you're going to spend today being busy, doing stuff, grinding away, and find out that that was how you spent your last day, or all of a sudden you find out tomorrow you've got 2 weeks to live and you've wasted them doing nothing, you don't know what that clock looks like. Okay, none of us do. Start taking it seriously and stewarding your time well. I'm out.